to my channel. Today I'll show you how to build another 3D printed airsoft grenade launcher. It's a GP25 for all of you AK fans there. You can find the files on my Codes 3D profile. You'll have the link in the description. So let's start with the trigger and the small pin, and you'll need to put a little pin just on the top side like this. I hope you can see it on the camera. Then take this flat shaft and this small ring and feed them together. After you did that, just push them in the slot or here on the back of the trigger. And you should get this one. You put it down, get your receiver and your firing pin that looks like this. Put it here with the big part on top like this. Now you'll need to put a link between your firing pin and your trigger. You'll get this link that has a small hole and a big slot here, and you'll need to connect it on the small hole with the trigger. Get an M3x10 and put it through both of the parts like this, and just fit it in the through the hole in the back of the receiver here. Put your firing pin back, and now you can link them together with another M3x10. So this one goes through the firing pin and the big slot in the connector. The same thing, make sure it moves freely and is not binding. It should be a loose fit here. After you have the spars linked, you'll notice here that's a small hole, and you need to put another M3x10 through the middle of the slot in the connector into that hole. Back it up a little, and just again, it should look like this and should work freely. Now, if you have your trigger group put in the receiver, take your fake hammer and another pin and put it through the small hole here. Now, just take those two little claws and just hook them on the trigger, on the pin that you put in the beginning, and check here that you have another hole that you should fit the pin in. Something like this. Just push it a little bit in, make sure that's seated, and it should work like this. Now get an M3 nut and fit it in the hexagonal slot here in the front, and take your side panel that here has a small locking tab or dovetail, and put it from the side, and now press it in place like this. Fix it in place with a small screw here in the bottom hole. Make sure it's the bottom hole. You'll need the top one for later. Here you can use like this. Take the bridge face, put it over the firing pin here like this, and press it in place. Now get a longer screw that's an M3x20, put it through this hole, and this one will fit through the nut that you placed earlier. Get another M3x20 and put it to the hole on the right side of the receiver, and here. I hope you can see everything on camera. Now you have your bridge in place, you have your side panels. It's time to assemble the grenade lock mechanism. So take this little part, so that's a button that you press, and put it to the receiver from here like this. Now take a piece of pen spring that's about 10 millimeters long, and put it in this space here, and just put an airsoft BB on top of it to make sure that like this part runs freely and smoothly and does not bind anywhere. You can put it from the top like this, press it in place, get again another M3x10, put it into this hole and tight. Back it up a little to make sure that's not binding, and it should be tight but not so tight. So if it binds, just back it up a little more, and it should work like this. Now that you have this thing done, now you can put your fake pins. So make sure that the small one, you'll have two of these. Make sure the small one is on the left side, on the same side with the button here. Press it in place, just stays there, and get another one that's a little bit longer, and it's important to put the longer one on the right side. Press it in place, and now you can get your safety on. So pull the trigger to the back and feed your safety lever through this hole. After you put it in place, take this part, safety that has a keyhole shape on the back, put it over the safety body and press it down, and should hook up on the bigger fake pin here. Now you can test it. So push your trigger forward back, try to put it on safe, and it does not move, and moves just on fire. Okay, so let's put the mainspring and your pistol grip. For this one, you should get a little bit stronger spring, just to make sure that everything runs, because this spring, it's the main spring for the whole mechanism that pushes the trigger and returns it back. So let's start by getting an M6 nut and press it in the hexagonal shape on the top of the receiver here. Now press it in place. Make sure it's fully seated. You may use a screw to pull it into its slot before trying to assemble it. Now take your spring and put it into this hole here, like this. To easily assemble the pistol grip, maybe you should get an Allen key and put your screw on it. And put it through the hole, but let it sit flush for the moment. Now take your pistol grip, put it on the receiver and slide it forward to press on the spring. Now you can screw your bolt in a few turns and make sure it catches on the nut here. Now your receiver should be functional, like this. So you push the trigger and push it forward to the firing pin and returns. And when you put it on safe, the trigger is blocked. Okay, now let's get to the barrel. So this is your barrel. You need to put on the barrel the second part of the grenade lock. So it's this small latch here. Now you should get this one, and you'll see many holes here. On the right side, you'll need to put an M3x25 in the front hole here, on not the frontmost, but the front hole on the back side. Now you can screw it a little bit until it gets out on the other side, like this, and put your lever with the small notch, small tip facing the inside of the barrel. This is the part that will hold the grenade in your barrel. And make sure that you screw it into the latch. And screw all the way to the other side until it's safe with the latch inside over here. And make sure that it still moves freely. Then get another M3 nut and press it into the hexagonal shape on the right side of the barrel. Just press it in place to make sure that it catches on the screw. Get an M3 by 20, fit it from the left side of the barrel and screw it in. It will just catch on the nut on the other side, just to make sure that everything stays in place and does not break here, like peeling the barrel away. Okay, now you have your barrel assembled, you have your receiver assembled. Just take them both and try to fit. You'll need to fit this latch into this part, this connector here, but like this here. So you need to put them together, but make sure that everything goes as intended. So it's a little bit hard to do it on camera, but I did it. Check your latch here. When you push the button, the latch that we previously assembled should go up. Now that you put your barrel together, you can get another small screw and just lock it in place by putting this small screw here. Now you'll need a way to assemble the whole thing on the replica, but before that, just to make the things easier, let's start assemble the sight. You can get it without it. You don't really need the sight for Airsoft, because anyways it does not work, because it's intended for real grenades, but it's a nice cosmetic thing to have. So you have your parts here. Take this small part that has a little notch here and just fit it into this ratchet thing on the back, like this. Okay, you have a small square part with a hole in the middle that you'll need to fit through, and put it like this. Press it in place. It should lock on, or maybe you can get it like this. Just make it like this. Make sure that's seated in its place, and then put it through the hole with a small teeth in the ratchet. Now get your main body, get this rear sight, you put it on between these two small ears, get an M3 by 20 and screw it in. And now you have your rear sight that flips sideways. You can tighten it a little bit more, just to make sure that it does not flap around. Get this pendulum, you can put it around over here. You have this latch that sticks through the, like this, it goes like this, and this is the part that locks the pendulum in place here. After you fit it like this, just take a small screw and put it through this hole, and make sure that it catches here on the back side. It should catch and keep everything in place. Now you have your pendulum, you have your rear sight. You need to assemble your front sight. Again, you'll use a small M3 by 20. You'll use this one as a front sight. And it should look like this. Okay, get your last M3 by 20, and the same as for the rear sight, screw it in to get it. Okay, so when you have your body of the sight, you can take your two small springs and put them here on the sides of your ratchet. Maybe you can push this a little bit back, put your sight adjustment button, press the springs, and get your back part again in its place. Now get your another M3. This is an M3 by 25. Put it through this part, feed it through your main body of the sight, like this. And then push it through your sight mount, like this. Take your mount for the barrel, a nut, an M3 nut, and here you'll find another nut slot, another hexagon. Put the nut in its place and just push it a little bit to make sure that's seated, and the screw here on the side will catch on it. Try to align the flat part with the top of the hole here. Put everything together and tighten them down. If you catch your nut here, you're okay. So now you should have your button here that when it's pushed should unlock the whole thing, and just ratchet and try to adjust the whole side. Your pendulum here that falls and gets locked like this. So now that you have your everything assembled, it's just a small plug to cover your screw head here, and put this one in place too. Now that you have your big parts assembled, you'll need to put them together and get your way to lock your whole launcher on the AK replica. Take another piece of pen spring, put it through in the hole here in this button. Make sure this button is facing with these small teeth upwards, and put it into your mount all from the right side like this. Make sure it moves freely, and now take your grenade launcher, put it like here, and the barrel should lock the button in. The last M3 by 25 we'll just put in the front hole. Now take two small screws, put one here, one on the left, one on the right, just lock the side onto the and now you should have a fully functional 3D printed GP25 grenade launcher for your AK. My GP25 version works with normal airsoft grenades, does not work with the Vox, but it works on the same principle, works the same as the normal GP25s. So just take your grenade, feed it into the barrel, locks in place, and it does not fall until you press the button. You can get everything you want. You can press it, shoot it, and when you need to change the grenade or just replace it, push the button and get it out. Now the barrel is oversized to accommodate this big part, so I designed two versions of stabilizers. Like the simple one, it just goes on top of the grenade, and when you put your grenade in the barrel, it does not rattle that much. It just stabilizes the front of the grenade inside of the barrel. And another type of stabilizer that's just has rifling, that fits with the rifling on the inside of the barrel, but this one looks nicer, but you'll need just to fiddle it to match the grooves with the grooves on the grenade stabilizer. Again, does not rattle that much and just gets out when you push the button.